and all can say as near the semi finance scratch for pan at all. Untimi go come on some executive director and what I say, because I'm executive director, let's keep pumping money into another venture. No. Baby, your mom say, look, at the way our prospects be. What the more Mobosiano? Yegusu Bobosiano. That could be quite dear, no.
And
that's why I'm asking, what have they seen that nobody has seen?
Yes, and the Mohuni, that long-term project, and they say, now we are doing Poppy Mine. Yeah, youth set up. Our intention is that we should be able to produce young talent and sell abroad. Yeah, commercial center, which yeah, the rent. Accra, baby. So let's
do it.
Let's do it because commercial center on Guano. If you are a renter, baby is any send Accra, and this get on about a club
in the long term.
In the long term, and they are doing all this thing. Projections say in the next 10 or so years, it will generate more profits at a club. But that time,
commercial center,
commercial center, the boom away.
Office complex,
office complex, no, on a commercial center.
Yes. So, it's when you are a project, say you be doing for so in the next 10 years or so. By then, because we keep pumping in money, unsa now, Osha Omaka in the Omaka about right and about share open up another shares now to and the only members that can buy the existing members. And already the executive board of companies and they
about close to 70%.
70%. And the more about to do and they because of kind of leadership loans you acquire or may answer your disaster can hear it's also to another shares. No more than it's also cost.
Very poor man.
So it's hardware financial performance. The year under review has not departed from the previous pattern of losses. This has meant continuous dependence on loans from SAS. And just say loan there on and Nina say a long run those loans will be transferred to buying shares.
Okay.
And so we ask
very untrue granny. Very so quick comment now.
Question na ubusana no. Say wo hwe SAS any Accra Sofoka. SAS ni etogwe edia. And Accra Sofok because of majority shareholder ntino. Ubetimi aka say ono na taking majority decisions. Key decisions e club ni mu. Enti efa bi no say ye pe ownership of Accra House of Folk e wo togbe nsem even though on Accra House of Folk boboko ni nyina enti no yemfa ne say me wo property we financially omo entimi and me wo another property a e ho dey ska wo honom enti no say me confess ka free me property we mu e di be she we mu a at the long run no properties ni nyina ye media.
Okay.
Boss who aha ntino just ye discard free property A abe property B. Hoping say property B ye ya ebe share companies ni mienu nyina. Enti enye say ye share that first card ya bre house ontimi ntua properties ni mienu ni nyina togbe dia. Ai boss say ne dia ana
property dia yin
Accra Sofok no
da bi nyane dia.
Oh ne dia
David
because enkrata ne kire say but na wakomo anu general meeting ni bi da
David
oh omo witness ne kire say ye ko hono ma ye ntimi nkasa mpo
oh David obi o kasa bi
oh e boss ntimi nkasa
David
ye ntimi nkasa oh
ma ntiti de fo
omo ma ko tire no
na so obi anu se ma ne nkasa na bia enkofo no na hwe a omo so nkasa
o shareholding so a uni anu o shareholding so a uni anu
na we ma me say
e betimi am watena sekra
do ba na no na fence sekra because last sharehold agent kwa masasa be so be input se masa it's for at least masasa be dey we be so
there be a process na the story no yen sorry kwaso do na
say ye le ma requires on kasanti or start here no mo hwa ne intro ni keke baby a o dey asabe la bolo Emwa AGM no. Ese basa sorry trase. Tire je Honda de twa na lo trase. Edi
boss na say e kan you e car say ya bo Accra so folk in the last 5 years. We a 5-year period o. Amounted to over 75 million Ghana cedis. So enti no say ene kra say Togbe say ne shares e wo mu no oje mu kra na existing shareholders ne kra na say ye jais shares na ma omo a e be very difficult o. E was some more offsets our debt in a free SAS ba no.
But the good
which
thing
is very difficult.
The good thing is the SAS no through their loans no they bring hearts of Japadian. Also in Sika they are just spending it on any recurrent where serious range you know year Japadian and say car ye kanyina no the car ye kanyina no they are also in assets so
yeah assets say okay you know the assets are there assets liabilities so asset minus liabilities then gives you equity now
that you go can
self family so 2D
oh say you know me say no
now so the assets you can when they have a lot of assets in there you know but the when you say all these assets no the we have supporter the who one say the team that you think say that traditional team that belongs to more and there you know now the team is departing from the Mondiano.
Yeah.
Now enquire say Mondia based on what they are doing, based on the car and the shares and everything that is task folk now. Tini ba be ndo dia. So they are moving from team near Domadia to now a sole owner. That's where they are moving now.
Oh wow.
No say based on the airway, you know. So Japadiano and all this in the name of house of folk there. So you are a supporter, but team no. Baby, based on what the channel no. A so honest
Nasa Sana is baby are in football.
Yes.
Because all the other clubs in the world supporters no shares here saying. And it's moving towards a modern trend. Maybe I say can a team yet na then we know.
Na ya o de dia kan nyina aka no ne hu say team no nipa asoma sidia no oye nti e support
but it starts from somewhere and afina they want to acquire no more running said them running say onim say mam so here Togbe Afede is an investment banker,
yes,
with more than 20 years experience. He's the executive chairman of World Trade Center Accra and founder of the SAS Finance Group Limited, comprising Strategic African Securities Limited, a stock brokerage and corporate finance advisory firm, and SAS Investment Management Limited, an asset management firm. Togbe also founded Strategic Initiatives Limited, SIL, a portfolio and private equity investment firm, and is a co-founder of Data Bank Financial Services, Sunon Asogli Power Ghana Limited, African World Airlines Limited, Cloud Ghana Limited, and Lighting and Construction. Meaning the clouds here and then Lighting and Construction African Company Limited. As a member of the government of Ghana, Transit Togbe led a 3-man interim Ministry of Finance Management team which prepared the draft national budget for 2009. Togbe served on the board of the Central Bank of Ghana from 2003 to 2013 and was a member of the President's Economic Advisory Council from 2009 to 2012. Togbe's other current dictatorships include Accra Sporting Club Limited Chairman, Ghana Premier League Football Club, African Fertilizer and Agribusiness Partnership, a partnership of African development organizations, African World Airlines Limited co-chairman, a domestic and regional carrier, Aloues Ghana Limited and Rolling Mill listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange, Ensign College of Public Health, a private university training public health practitioners, National Investment Bank Limited chairman, a majority state-owned publicly traded investor bank, Sunon Asogli Power, top 100 Ghana's most influential people in 2015. He was ranked 17. Induction into Ghana Entrepreneur Hall of Fame in April 2015. Special Entrepreneurial Achievement 2012, third Ghana Golden Image Award, 2011 Liberia Recognition, Best Entrepreneur, Energy Sector in 2010-2011, Chieftaincy Leadership 2010. The man knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Onim de wo ye.
So in the background.
Munya butre ana nya butre.
Omu use we say no omu kan ya ko go say other baby a dictatorship.
Baby on control.
And nobody has to be share first.
There is on the
they tell us
he knows what he's doing.
Yes. Yes.
And the baby any ahwe no. Obi anye din we.
No say no din there.
The problem back also about now realizing is because has Togbe SAS no finance has intino omo for money share sponsorship aspect na ebema club no aye self reliant say a similar case as say Manchester United. So Manchester United owners but club na timi born ho bra through sponsorships or munya. But House of Folk focus in you because and ye pesca ye kotogbe wa obe yamai. Echene pesca kotogbe wa obe yamai.
Tisikana o yidi nyina no. Ene na ye kan wasem se ye ka. Ndimo bia nka se onfa nche.
E no mun san create avenue bia.
Onfa nche.
The ye japade am.
But unum now in the long run why say can me House of Folk support me robe oba. The finance cost no goes back to Togbe's company.
Yeah.
The high finance cost. The interest rate of Sikana Busana or Dema Hat no was so. Oh, sir, and Anya sorry, based on the documents, the finance cost. Your boss was saying the period of 5 years. The be how. The last time I put the Senate and I'm 20 something
20 million.
20 million dirham as at 2022.
Zach, we also got the other side. Ye bani abehe, ye nko we because the message I'm getting. No.
Oh, okay.
I say ya done no. Ye nwi amana no, then we come here quickly.
Oh, okay.
We let's get crazy. We ni oni meka. We are talking about Tamale. Ye can't draw me the ma draw no the Ghana Premier League fixtures anyway and a lot of others.
So we can Europe bed because there are interesting matches to play. Real Madrid are home to Sociedad and Barcelona are away to Granada. Then you were the Turin derby, Juventus ni Torino.
Okay, you say, mommy, why I say just now for you and no. So I know me very good. We say born no say no one's a man does. So you take that seat, but you're going.
The Turin derby is still there. Juventus ever against Torino. And some interesting features in the Premier League. Arsenal are at home to Manchester City. Tricky game, Brighton at home to Liverpool. Then a Manchester United game against Brentford at Old Trafford. Now, Mr. Otuo, you start war Emirates. The first good news, the man Arsenal supporters they say Bukayo Saka is fit and is
Mangaza is fit.
I say he's available. He confirms
he is baby Obetimabo. Mangaza your budget. Me better me what that said.
So I think about Arsenal supporters that hope say Bukayo Saka because already England after no our national team say after this weekend he joined the English national team. And before Gareth would record Bukayo Saka, I said there have been communication at Chelsea at least Bukayo Saka is available to play. And then there's Teta Edibe Pace will say based on more diagnosis now my Bukayo Saka is available on the obit me Asia kind of. Now the question that in Kofi Obusan said after Arsenal losing their last 6 home games to Man City, in all their last 12 Premier League games to Man City, then and at Ochenatete being different to get at least a resource.
He's in contention.
He's in contention.
That's the word I was looking for.
Contention.
He's in contention. Yeah. Tonka say Obebo. He's in contention.
Oh, okay. So contention. Because I went this. And Anya Biano, a hope Edema Arsenal supporters say Bukayo Saka because Bebe fees against Lens or free team no strengths in terms of going forward ever from. and so far this season and from last season the Arsenal team no be
BNT
Obianim say Arsenal team no from last season up to today. So mo attack here. Baby omo chet ne opan emienu on the left side that Bukayo Saka. So right side Bukayo Saka and left side Martinelli. Unfortunately, Martinelli is out for some time now. And loading na besi Bukayo Saka so. Many believe say at the age and the number of games he's playing without rest, I say he's in about 8 something games. I say still as a continuously.
Na otimi bo ochina wi a obe rest. Now they have almost reached an agreement. He will travel with the team but will not play. Back squad on your England.
But because the big
normally not train almost qualifier.
Yeah,
I think that's against is it Italy and
yes, I'm on Italy game.
We need the Australs or Australians at the end of the day. Obekwako encourage you know Rashford more. In your movie, man.
Mr. Otuo, Bebe Fee said the approach to Arsenal game with City in the Community Shield final, no. One way they think Arsenal they can get the better out of Man City. And let's start with how the two teams line up in that game. In the you know, this is how two teams line up. Arsenal with Saliba, Gabriel, Timber. Timber's not denting, and they are Zinchenko, White, Odegaard, Pateso are returning. But based on the fitness level, I'm not sure say they will risk himself on start a game like this against Man City. But he has returned, and Rice, and Martinelli is the only one who is not available in the front three. No, and about Havertz in the first 9. Now this is how almost so line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Eti Oshesa line up we na Adebakwa Echene say omunyaro ko with attacking offense say you kwa attack each other. Now born mama so munya air attack here their shape when they are attacking. It means to say when the two teams are attacking, Arsenal attacks in 4-1-4-1 formation. Into this on your screen. That was in the first half. Say Arsenal air attack City in a 4-1-4-1 system with Havertz pressing the 2 center backs and a 4 also pressing the rest of midfielders. And the City air attack here a 4-2-4 disabled system. No, in City so this is how normal attack Arsenal in a 4-2-4 system. It do here in the first half. Arsenal struggle kakra. City had a lot of even the omuteki lead in the first half based on how now two teams in asset up. But they attempt a year names too. Who say City back 4 no. On left side no, and you're too comfortable progressing with the ball. Left side why Diaz and Akanji. This side no, so I'm progressing with the ball now. They're not good enough. Like on the right side, I hear John Stones and Kyle Walker. And to say ball no call Diaz one as Akanji one of them now. They are there not at the boys near names to on your screen. They press them high on that side because side no Diaz and Akanji and you're comfortable progressing with the ball. On the right side, Stones one more they can go forward with the ball easily because Stones are too comfortable and Walker is exceptional. So the ball now and say now Ateta attack him on the left side just to make sure say he wins the ball on him no. Then again to the middle and the ball echo the next stage. Ube say in the middle about find Kovacic. Say oh too comfortable that kind of place now. O make me the ball na ball na down omo eti the attacker here and say ball no be di Kovacic wa Odegaard Havertz and all the other guys no press him high. They just press him. Either side the ball no kwelechi one fan kwelechi you win the ball e wo mo fold on him no. So Arsenal did it and did it very well just to make sure say but Arsenal defend there Honor Ateta actually how like he's learning in the game. I say he's growing in the game. So when defend there in a back 5 and after they've pressed City normal pressure you know this is how their defensive safe look like in the 5 and to be honest they line up in the 5-3-2 to defend that place is not City be used to punish Arsenal. So they did it and did it very well even though they conceded but also chances na e bo game no. I remember on that day better na say you know obiani to mu say City didn't create a lot of chances against Arsenal on that day. Game and can have it taking chances by the time na ke be pon ball no and can go penalties and can be 3-1 4-1 based on the clear chances Arsenal create here on that day. Now here comes the Havertz rule and why I think say Havertz may start tomorrow. And yeah, that's why we Kofi ejuma mi yeah. Baby, it's a Havertz game. Yes, as a false 9.
As a false 9.
Yes. Yes, in Ketia. But so no in this game. But you should have it in the force. So City pressure on say na. This is City pressing them. Pressure on one. What they'll do is that because if they are not able to go through the City press, and some call long no. Arsenal for West no. In Ketia, longer or ineffective because one team Gabriel Jesus is ineffective long. But nipa bakwa or effective pa long in the Arsenal team forwards now I have it. He's able to control the ball and invite the attacking midfielders and say they should come and join. Into China, one key guy in the team no based on how or only comfortable. Into all the long balls maybe a guy to win the ball. No invite it the midfielders said they should come and join him. Now move forward. Into China, go for any more to see Havertz in the game based on how City would like to press them and first Raya so comfortable with long kicks and the City press press now. The next thing Raya must do is just also call long.
Havertz he's likely to play now. The rule as first number 9. Honon kwan am who say on fanin ko gina.
No, say
first number 9 rule hono. When you use in Ketia available. Unso fleet in the now can. Even in the absence of Martinelli no. In the absence of Martinelli, the coach and decided so bad and say Obobo in Ketia ne Gabriel Jesus. Oh, Jesus with how skillful he is as a left winger in the position of Martinelli or Trossard. And what didn't Ketia spearhead the attack as a centre forward. I'll be shocked. Say Obeyisu Kai Havertz as a force number 9. I'll be very, 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 very shocked. So I heard the two players now. Both Jesus and Nketiano. Omo hold that play. Omo hold that play. No omo movement. Anyhow, omo pose threats when they are attacking as center forwards. Say it makes it look. These players are much more likely to start as center forwards than Kai Havertz. But Havertz in there. So last game no boy no. We free Champions League no boy in free. I think last weekend Premier League no boy no making sure say Havertz could get a goal through the penalty spot. The idea was very simple. Yeah man confidence be send a beya on you 2 down. It is your first 2 goals. Now see baba be set 3 goal, not 3 goal na baba be send a penalty there informa Kai Havertz just to build his confidence. But legend I'm not sure say Obe starting as a force number 9 looking at the last 3 games in Wabon.
Now minim Fabio Vieira situation so he's back. He's available. Now the end say if Pate cannot start the midfield training there on risk have it in the midfield 3 because Ubo have it in the midfield 3 Arsenal in trouble based on how City will play. In Tebeye Declan Rice, Odegaard, one of Fabio Vieira or Pate they are down because of what if you unlike Fabio Vieira on there just 2 weeks or Kofi now he's back. And any more to see Fabio Vieira in the midfield 3 of Odegaard and Rice. Into any more train and I made there me feel say he's likely to use Havertz as a force 9 based on how City in the Carabao Community Shield game no na abante near effective Havertz Edinburgh Arsenal. Now the at the second half in the name so 20 born ma mesa Fabio Vieira video time no de Vieira ebe game no na msoto hu sign na Vieira ebe ye kire omo second half no quarter back nti use oba no ka kire omo say ye di ni ba mu no coach ne message of the man Fabio Vieira say on be catch players ne say they are going back to back 3 na internet 352 nti wo hwe ya there is another born o the better so motivate back to a fan saying saa three back way no Arsenal were attacking City with a lot of numbers nti me de ama bomb nti na ye after Arsenal were attacking in 3-2-5 and you hear Arsenal game improve more in the second half. That is where Arsenal were able to get that equalizer because the second half Arsenal bobo ni ye pantas and any on your screen. In the second half time now or the Fabio Vieira ba mu na almost sa o munsa no. Then Arsenal were attacking City more and City actually said the only way to play them is to have the braveness to attack them. So yeah, why do you say me no mo dey me kwatete they will punish you. Team Bia in recent times Bia what City about watch City Bia a team that were brave to attack them. In the second half Arteta being a student of Pep Guardiola knowing how it is and the braveness there be now let's attack them. It's not only defenders film no them midfielders and attackers every game at a point Arsenal were attacking them in a 3-2-5 more men to push City back and the results are did the equalizer at the buy into Arsenal. Me feel say the best for Arsenal is to go this way. How he was able to match Pep Guardiola in terms of the tactical aspect of the game in the competition because maybe actually say Oyerepa just no mo ko ball sa na 4-3-3 then Google Pep Guardiola team baby panya in the Premier League. Shen washan sa but baby Oyerepa conversative kakra. Oyerepa say me tell Oyerepa mistake am punishing no. You know the results that came out from that game no. A game made my terminal say Arsenal for the first time in their last 12 Premier League games or they have to redeem themselves. A redemption day for Arsenal at the Emirates. A redemption day for Arsenal. You can't afford say in the history of the Premier League I've been see them Kofi the traditional top 5 leagues teams now more Premier League in them no. A bit see the set team bako or the watch bako they watching this 12 times in a row. A bit see that the reason why they are big clubs and they say and City shares na Man U no Man U City then Liverpool actually wait no way actually wait but Arsenal and City in one day the tradition no or my depart from the tradition and the City actually watching 12 times in a row and you know Ochana a day that Mikel Arteta as say yes after the ocean day. And if he wants to win the Premier League as a manager, these are games that Esa Washe. And to watch City dominance no. So our league now, I can say now no more because the argument is that City ni Arsenal only say City ni Arsenal open league now. O shen keto na Arsenal special keto ni bi. Teams now more here no. If City will win against Brentford, you expect Arsenal to beat Brentford. But difference really akasifo no that is where you get the difference no. It took last season maybe analysis was say City has a league na Arsenal mo je league no because o share points na points na mo different Arsenal for na mo je league no 6 points. Otu ya mathematics na go fi points na City different Arsenal on no e no mo je league no. Yes e no mo je league from nsem etinka nkan ne dia nkomo bo Arsenal pa and kind of dear Boasna Barcelona and Man 1-1 against Man City. Until okay, Man U, only City 3 points, also the 3 points in the Boasna, Liverpool, no, I said City back. So now I share. So City, only Liverpool, what the 3 points for Liverpool, and Liverpool get 3. Tottenham, even struggling Tottenham, City. 3 points from no. And you share pan there teams in Canada. Omunya abo Arsenal pa. But Arsenal as a club couldn't help themselves because on it is here home and away or share nyina. Et you watching at the Emirates Sports Stadium. Mzoto at least as a point. And me feel say so I take a call in this way. Anya bia no 1 point in there. Ometimi enya. Et e win or draw for Arsenal game Mzoto. A double chance for Arsenal. We there enye bia no negotiable win or draw game for Arsenal at the Emirates in tomorrow's game na bibia e koso no nti nyame admo na ye wa hwe game no bi na ye hu de be film aba Brighton and Liverpool so too the Zabi I started consider goals pa so far he has considered 20 plus goals in all competition and watch 20+ goals so in all competition. So as much as they are conceding, they are also scoring. Now you are Aston Villa share 6 goals. Bebrefi say San star no. I'm saying for no quantity team San star na it be akese won kwa. Oju wa so that is serious. I'm saying the star na it be akese for no kwa. Unu me it be akese for no so say the big club were attacking and our sharp and pacey guys be a omuti ball no mudi omunya tisim no muti you are in trouble. You know you attack them, no winning possession, they are able to play 1 or 2, 3 passes and take you off, then you are in trouble. Bounce and get on there, or again, Aston Villa will not attack him. Aston Villa better tell us, or no one do one, then Villa rather use on strategy against big clubs, no, not their partners, no. And think get on there, on Beshano, against Liverpool, last season, on board 3 games, Baku in the FA Cup, almost Liverpool 2, about draw Baku. Baku 3-0. FA Cup on 2-1 on board 3-3 in the Premier League. Liverpool fee. At recent times, they are becoming a bookie side for the big class, traditional big class now, or more Premier League anymore. And now no more call myself from 2-0 down 2-2. At least is bringing their confidence. But based on how they are conceding, okay, even against the game, on Manchester United, even though they won by 3 goals to 1, by a game, Sabona Man United born the first half no. Se Brighton man Liverpool any chances ni bia Liverpool there almost with the Salah and down the next money Luis Diaz they will punish you. At least today you make like one attack no Liverpool attacking sharper menim attack bia o Premier League no more o my so consistent like that Liverpool attack no it no say chances na Brighton the Man United no o the Salah o the down there o the Luis Diaz they will punish you and then there e be another scoring game. Liverpool will score, Brighton will score. By the way, a game that I'm looking at 2-2 drawing game. A best scoring drawing game to 2-2. Liverpool versus Brighton. Ewo Sahara Stadium one no. United were game and there. It was the game we so to bring interest home. But he is already what the guy predicted. It's a match near drawing game. Ewo Old Trafford. Brentford struggling side. So far, more winning just a game. No draws on the dorsal. Draw. Just 1 win and no mania. I'm saying Ivan Toney absence no affect you more because a player who was the 2nd or 3rd best goal scorer in the Premier League last season was the goals in Ephraim because he scored more than 20 goals at Brentford. So say goals no Ephraim abante for Ivan Toney or the free Brentford team no and then omo they struggle to get goals because mane we someone there. They are not proper goal scorers. They will do all this, but the goals are not coming. It's at Old Trafford, based on what has happened. Crystal Palace winning, Galatasaray winning there today. United cannot afford to slip once again, because if you slip today, top 4 will be even problem. The hope is that based on features, Anya Arsenal or City, points will drop there, because all of them will lose 2 points. Baku should be a person will lose 3 points. And then Brighton, City and Arsenal, points will be dropped there. Brighton, ball Liverpool, points will be dropped there. And it seems now, no sense, if you are United and person gap and a bit wide now, you have to beat Brentford today. So they will close the gap and no points don't cost. So for instance, I'm saying United and Arsenal is about 7 points or so, and only sitting here. I'm not sure, but I'm saying 9-8 or 8-7. It's you have to win your game, hoping say they drop points, no one close you up and make it a.
But Arsenal 17 points. United on 9.
Sometimes say either 9 or 8. Until 8 points between 8 points na difference room and 9 points between United and City. In terms of so you have to win your game. Send a hoping say obi the points are close to gap no. Now United target is at least to be in the top 4 based on how the season has started. No, see how the realistic target is to be in the top 4. And then the Brentford are coming at Old Trafford at the wrong time. At the time stadium money now no Old Trafford supporters no beer to say anybody about Old Trafford Pam so too, and this is not the best time for a team to visit Old Trafford. And then there, with Højlund, the form that he is in, he has proven say 70-74 na comfortable piano on the 70 papa. At least he's giving results. 74 ni bi ba ye na ye go na kwache o mo se penalty won ko mo nse ye nya ehu bi obi mu ba ye no o mu ntimi nse go Kofi e wo se team no e part on e do go no come on say o de ko na bo she 70 no se bi su ba ye no already Champions League won e go ken and 70 no de enyo bia 70 na e dey good results. Some 70 million are truly proper 70 million. And then there Højlund to score against Brentford. And Rashford is likely to also break in the goal scoring drought. And then them to we are looking at 2-0, 3-1 win at Old Trafford for Manchester United against Brentford. And then there, a United win. And then the United Bishop Palms too. And then there. United
statement and that deal and that deal.
Say we lose 2 out was why we fee into and that deal.
Okay.
We and yet the right time to come to Old Trafford, Mr. 2. So that time we are on Old Trafford, yeah, right time.
So I Galeba and the right time. Galatasaray midweek.
Oh, said someone no dear just say if I'm able to perform, we were just lucky.
Okay.
Unse a game unse now oh yeah na me no nya adwene. It wasn't a game Gala came and dominated.
Okay.
It wasn't a game Gala created chances.
O say anga some dominating.
So a game that the team out of nothing. One created chances. United the bobo ni na created all the chances.
You into the quantum.
Legend
you mountain some kan.
Yeah, tini nyina tiefon so.
Akutia. Ka se twitwie. Nyina ya manoko. Ya dia tum. Nti se duru omo so a omo nkofo no nya amotre. Why they got on the 70 million I check ball man se ko boche. Dog of you no. On your buy no on 70 for go king. Why they on the 70 million?
Yes.
I go ni mo bisa. See I told be 70 million the boy man don't go.
No them in play or can have 70. Can't have it.
Can't have it no come at 70.
Okay.
That's number 1.
Okay.
2 can't have it that's na got on so me born number 9 je go.
Yes.
Onu akoto no mana ba oba league em so efi no anya 1.
Okay.
Ka bes wa ma so be born na go.
Okay.
O so hwe no man kan yo.
Oh, there be sana me.
Especially when unim de no work na tem no. Ti anya hwe ye na ye mra ye me. Ye be di fi nkomo.
Okay, legend Yerem Kakrabi ye be na e de si na see Manchester United.
Scatter.
Yeah, we could.
Before Abba.
It's an interesting document.
When you know by a baby heavy chim.
It's an interesting.
That going and prepare. On now, oh yeah, you know, or male classmate now. I'm John Oche or them or now Bobo. Okay. We don't have document. No.
Oh yeah. It's an interesting.
Now, oh background, yeah, crowd area. Oh, one in the hard, now, legend, somebody can some casting way, bear 3 weeks or a month to go. And I'm catching say Manchester United project under Erik ten Hag is on the verge of facing a setback. Dive. Yeah. And no dear. You see, when Zabri am Takassassin was a legend, who be so sa no be biara dan so. Say baby aye kuni team ni Manchester United team is on the verge of facing a setback. And the same face na afi na go face. Say there say so on the verge na just say nyam face. It's a car omonam so. And omonam so baby omonne nam no. So omo anye no ma yie. An change omo no ma ne gia ne ntemo a. Okay, problem. E ho no mo be keka akọ. Okay. Me ba cha cha see you. Ma to ase ba. Now, say offer Manchester United team na kita omo sisi na. The problem that was sisi apa na say there is so much pressure on Manchester United. The players and the technical team, every single player, every coach over there is under immense pressure. And legend, how to deal with that pressure, no? And when you maybe here, the number 1 person as our pressure and one also meet me and any dim come what kasa chere. Eye na dream wadwuma. Eye branch friend Andrew Onana. Boy ne friend Andrew Onana no.
legend pressure was so too much. Na pressure. The entire Manchester United team ne dey break team no, but on one kasa as an individual so the pressure ne be brebe ama on one kasa no ho. And legend e ko obefa so be sa pressure ne free no ne so no. E be very key to sa performance e hu say what dey ma Ajax. Any performance obesini ko Italy dey come team friend say Inter Milan. All the Moboko do Champions League your name is the best goalkeeper in the Champions League last season. Me patriotas here. So this is the goalkeeper we are talking about. No doubt about the quality. But legend, Manchester United problems in India. And I know after Galatasaray game, and I know your discussion and I think say you've made that observation. Manchester United team, the reason why this goalkeeper on the screen say he was brought to fill a certain gap in terms of goalkeeping department. Gap near the end. The year wasn't a good passer of the ball. This is so obvious. I mean, clearly, the entire Ten Hag, let's say, no, me just was say, in terms of sales, he's better than the year or man the year. And one thing another some of us here can say, the year is a better goalkeeper than this Andrew Nana. But Onana you will be our obebo boy kakra obechi boy.
Tina boys ne say oman fana maso omechi boy.
Omechi boy, omebo. Okay, very good.
Or boba wonchi. The boys ne canon.
So legend, that is it. He was brought to fill a certain gap of passing from the back. The Manchester United team no has not been conditioned to pass from the back. Meaning legend oh ya hwesa de no.
Dalomo.
Dalom o se ball no mo bono hwe se Arsenal e ba be start on build up a ubo se full backs ni mebiem kakra na bia Partey ba be she two center backs ni fifi so what I say Partey na say Declan Rice obe drop you ubo se center backs 4 and 5 ni be say na central midfielder na ojemoni ba be gene fifi say now ubo se Odegaard air drop ba number 8 Partey mo position ho enti ubo se omoya sa line ni wi a na Bukayo Saka abiem ko na Martinelli abiem ko. And the goalkeeper now get a ball, you have a lot of options to pass the ball. You have a lot of options. And to Otuo initial right or option, Otuo initial left. That is the defensive zone or options. Then the wing zones, that is Bukayo Saka and Martinelli is what beam or options to pass the ball. And a central midfield the friends Odegaard and Swaba Bejibono. Sana Brighton your more build up. Sana Manchester City your more build up. Liverpool to some extent or more build up on the sanity. It is a way you goalkeeper na so boy. You have a lot of zones out there passing ball and you start attack, you know. But who Manchester United da? Legend and yes scientists watch Onana year. Watch Onana year pa. Legend ne build up ni nyina na enye short passes wo nso okọ long. Unsa ya onya sa options no a make ho asem no. It is onya sa options na e de be na wo so ye. E wo so okọ long ball. Okọ long ball so at the strength of Marcus Rashford and Hotman enye wiem. Omunye Didier Drogba mo type omunye Benzema mo omunye Lewandowski mo ombeje boy omunye Lukaku mo enti ball ne ko wiem a obo sa long ball na ne agene san so ba Manchester United so the passing football ne kofa Andrew Nana de ne buy no because of the setup of Manchester United ye hu sa passing football no and on one kasa as goalkeeper so ayi too sure enti ball no obi gina no the ball na akwache simple save no diagro and a pressure about him so legend telling say against Brentford they should win this game. They are aware say if they don't manage and win this game and no may be see Old Trafford and Bedroson and no may be see Old Trafford and Bedroson legend had there one say midweek me remind you TFO nyina say for the first time in the history of Manchester United in see that say United be first 2 games in the Champions League no more losing nyina eno de ensi da ene is Manchester United elusu to Brentford da be the first time ever in the history of Manchester United Premier League so mo lose 3 consecutive games Old Trafford. The last 2 na against Brighton and Crystal Palace. The last 2 say Brentford team way ye can one semi legend the last 7 games legend omo lose 5 Brentford. And yet the last 7 Omo lose 5. The last 4 games in the Premier League Omo lose 3. And the Brentford team in here. And to see a one team also Manchester United. It made navigating or more difficult moments now. Brentford.
Man you win.
Yeah.
Now we name the say no more.
Now we name records.
Man you better.
Okay. Yeah. Legend, based on this, any records in Manchester United, it shouldn't happen. Say Brentford and the Baba the 30 Mobile United with Old Trafford.
Okay.
Now the first time ever in the history of the club.
Good.
In all the brightest sport, Manchester United legend, of course. Say no man, you cry. You would love to go and watch that player. Rasmus Højlund, of course, legend.
Hey. Since when?
Unse wama science bia. Unse at least. This player gives you a lot of hope. Say. Yes, say at least or Fabibi. Legend, he offers something.
Galatasaray number 5 here was saying. Premier League was a one.
Premier League run go. Has scored a goal. I don't think say yes Premiership.
And now Okas Yachibo movies on zero.
But legend, we say.
Now if you like to go and watch him, say he has not scored a goal.
Legend say nah, baby, I can't watch him say.
Na se ba kuna ya de channel.
But we say legend. Oh, it's a
do call no Wagos or no say one.
Na say we Wagos about half a season. We say we there I think about 2 or 3 seasons in the Premier League. But legend clearly. So who player? I now cancer ade na ba kuti free na se ba ko no enso no say e wo na wo ko speed a wo hu. So when you watch Rasmus Højlund legend, you could clearly see a huge potential Obama instant and future resource.
Yo.
Me pacha atas here.
Yeah, me tell say.
Oh.
Mama na same way.
Oh, even United struggle group stages of the Champions League. Legend social goals in a watching now. Teams a typical strikers goal. With the Tobo
He scored one against Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich. And Obeshi 2
in a
against
4-3 game. Usual match ended 4-3. Striker Bechibiu.
Oh, but
4-3. The striker Bechi 1.
Yeah.
And Galatasaray. Home defenders no money.
He scored the first goal for Manchester United. Allianz Arena before say Casemiro DB can.
Onanye bibia sai hu.
Martin Nas. But the can say, we say what potential there.
Oh, potential.
Huge potential.
Potential will be.
And the potential no was starting all my glimpses of the potential
okay.
Ni hold that play, ni movement, ni pace. Anyhow clinical legend the composure in front of
goal. Oh yeah, there's Nketia.
Oh yeah, legend me who is ahead of Nketia. Oh, he's ahead of Nketia. Or Rasmus Højlund.
You are saying we do defend.
Oh, legend he's
Obe defending the same.
Unse me
what did you know?
Me game.
Na me game keep us standard no. E dey na Højlund the other change Nketia.
Me game. See, unse me kofa club na no was it Atalanta? Me kofa because Atalanta doesn't fall into the category of Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea.
Na time I hear bo Haaland in or Dortmund.
What team say Dortmund crown?
Na Atalanta a team ketwa.
Oh, nye team ketwa there. But we say this is Borussia Dortmund we are talking about.
Minimum dey bi wo but Haaland was the sound.
Me
where we go be. Akwa onje Premier League go kura.
Oh, on about how many games? So about 2.
About 4 matches as I say, about you 2.
About more 4 games, about 2 or 3 Premiership games. Yes.
What's all this game? And get here, Wabafesa, me say, me who dear Modeka say, wait, then money better than I didn't get here.
Oh, see, legend. Legend.
Oh, they ain't got yeah, trust. Because when you can work on good. Wait. When you go and get Yase.
Oh, man, Castle of
Obasa Camp, go by 12 goals.
Yeah. Legend.
That's what I say good. What's I say good. There are strikers, Unka say Nkoho in the Premier League, we far better than Branty.
Okay.
The baby, Oliver can smoke, the Bromun Yom Botano.
Oh, it's
now no, I'm Manchester, no more open, team back on. Let the ball no about. I'm going to Rasmus Højlund. Then no
legend, I'll cry on a minimum. Ramos Højlund, legend.
Striker there. Jama striker there, you go near the view.
Yes. Anna.
Won't go say go me anywhere.
Best tournament in the world, club football in the world.
And the
Champions League. That is where the best teams.
Oh, massa. Go the Osha. Go the Osha.
So I buy impu. So I bought 6 games in all competition. And legend impu. I 3 goals. I think it's a good start for Manchester United.
Better than anybody.
Oh, so when I go forward, you say me
Ngetia na me special because Ngetia dey. Ngetia is good.
Why sure. We don't go qualities offer. So legend, for the crowd at Old Trafford, a normal minimum say ahead of them. No, I mean, call for a slim 2-1. Be me abribia me come Manchester United as same see ya. Ne me just space kakra to was dear to omo se bibi su kwesi a enya wanwa enti o kofi kesi na akwa akoye no ma no I very careful. So this is for Manchester United and Brentford. Legend papa na yeko Brighton ni Liverpool ni etie ni Brighton for no mu issue nyina na say omo nye team a omo set it up to defend no matter the opponent. Deserbi any Brighton decide say boy na ye kwa akobɔ no ye be biem ne no mabo. But the Premiership will tell you say at some point in time you need to manage the game and be quite conservative. And it's washa last season Manchester City and Arsenal ewo Emirates one game am refida legend e kwaya Pep Guardiola fast or be share me ka Arteta ne Arsenal wo Emirates no an evident to asama maker say do baby you have to manage the game. Certain games we approaching BBI you should be very very tactical. And the Pep mobile Arsenal dominating game ni creating all the best of chances openings and a City a press or more in key moments or more jebona no more punish or more. And the Brighton situation and say every game Brighton is playing in the Premier League you know open up. And to amono so more legend or more share Brighton there no or more share almost yeah sure mo so a me sure mo enti against Liverpool legend game no because am this well match Liverpool set up ni yi say me kan team no ho say McAllister Szoboszlai either Endo or Gravenberch because Curtis Jones the record in the last game no boy enti Curtis enye available for this game enti either Endo and now say Gravenberch back on the best partner say two central midfielders no ma ball Liverpool midfield ho Liverpool team in say omonya balance it's Brighton the number of chances no mu creating in games they may not create those chances against Liverpool even though this particular season you can one of the best performing midfielders in the Premier League or the Pascal Gross mo beka ho or Bobo pa top of his game but legend this is Liverpool and omo midfield solidity no omonya no a bomb with me moving forward and create a lot of chances. And they have some of the best strikers or forwards in the Premier League. I always talk about them. And this game, the double chance for Liverpool. A 2-1, Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz, any available record. Jota is likely to play. Salah, Jota, Darwin Núñez. Legend, I'm call for 2-1 for team and friends in Liverpool. Double chance Liverpool. Why against Brighton? Then the big game, Arsenal elbow. So unia ketua kopi no or afre or afre. Oh can come. Okay. Can come the manager be here.
I'm here. Game no
Emirates.
Oh that's fine.
Chamo ne
coach wa.
Coach wa ha. Oh many coaches yeah dim komo bebrebe.
Oh okay.
Yeah, say coach is
and yeah game I would like to watch at Emirates.
Yes.
On say or Arsenal match or Emirates, the excitement should be there.
Okay.
Two in Aston Villa business animal.
Yes, yeah.
We want here, but now acquire draw, you know,
Legend. It's going to be an interesting game. Na minim say make Arteta ebesuen bibia free last season games around the Man City boy na. No who the kind of tactical approach also the Kofi Pep Guardiola. And I said the second thing is that if you all had no be me born as and I bono. Na City they was saying and been ready as I know. And let's be ourselves, let's be Arsenal. The kind of football we always play among for Nimi say yeah Arsenal no. Let's not try to be so tactical against Pep or the young boy in Arsenal ball no. Legend Arsenal lineup no Pataba is good for the team. Likely.
But how ready he is, no, because on the core Champions League, he was on the bench.
So he's not likely to start the game, especially looking at the intensity and so on.
Born in decline.
Emma,
protect me body or born Declan does the movements.
Yeah, of course. That is the ideal situation. Southampton.
But Arteta and our system now.
On just our system. Also more that this season, even when Partey was available.
Oh, no. The only time our boy against City,
against City
in the community
shield. Offer on money bill. So legend that's the situation. But of course,
2-2 no.
Yeah, 2-2. And then inverted. Say Arsenal get a ball and no.
Boss are 2 no be a Jeremy Dokumbe Kuniba.
Let's give me a kwakwo no enie. Ebeye a game Medford and win football and a kwakwa chile who wins this game. Medford in Finfin Hono. When Rodri is available. That's what body ama Manchester City.
When Rodri is not available.
Say I kwakwa Kovacic.
Rodri your card.
I Kovacic. Me the other of course our boy or Demba is it Woods boy?
Portuguese no.
Is it Pahia? Nunes,
yeah.
As Omasetiri, what show me?
The Pep will give you time.
Omasetiri.
Oba fufra. Oba beba.
Auntie, what show me TV ni? I think say without Rodri no, Omu take a lot of things away from Manchester City team no. Rodri is an established figure. Legend, we no more be prepare with FIFA what the Manchester City. This game there was Arsenal to make a case. Declan Rice, Partey bebo and answer Ombo, fine. Martin Odegaard, combinative play. We say he's a player legend aside attacking. He's not a liability when the team loses the ball or drop it deep. No about Boama team a defending. So he gives Arsenal a lot of balance. At the same time, on the linking the method and the attack of Arsenal, Martin Odegaard. And legend, the method battle no, one. Then we are not about the win football. Win football no, Arsenal be presenting Bukayo Saka. Our right wing. And Bukayo, any that Nathan Ake. When the bebo ball what? Me patro ati say. Sa 1v1 situation no. Whoever wins the battle, say Bukayo Saka timinya ni day, that's what me when it's a 1v1 situation now. At the moment, Arsenal bar or practically with two center forwards. Because of Sa threat na Gabriel Jesus so be present. No other babeka ebinketia de no because me who say Edian legend obebo these two forwards. Me who say obebo
about
Trossard. Yeah, another option. But I believe say obo ebinketia ene Gabriel Jesus na that would be a better option. Me who say because these two players no ebe provide a lot of
come I will not go for Eddie.
You not go for Eddie. You go for Jesus no about Trossard one.
Because on the City difference no mistakes kesi.
Okay,
so you need to be deal capitalize on
obi otimi e disturb a lot
but Jesus betimi atwetwe o mafiri ama kwan bedam ateta na mu du ba bia de keka nyina anya hona adwene o ka we ke easy but patina rice nya de akadin patina rice but no o dwena adwen fufuro bi onu kwa nanim du ba na akoye hu
one button so be Jeremy Doku any Abrante friend say Ben White me patcho hu that be another interesting
Obo Grealish first
na later no wabam be ye den so benya be 20 minutes bi legend pace no won say Pep is a smart coach you say na me kirem why ode ne buy olusu Riyad Mahrez no say Riyad Mahrez ye one winger legend 1v1 o de hwe Jeremy Doku 1v1 Papa legend no outpace you no okọ obeja wa chire sisi e enti sa win football na Bukayo Saka bebo ama Arsenal any the Grealish any of course Jeremy Doku mo so bebo de ama Manchester City no sa movement no na bedi time when na win game no
okay
but of course City be win you know say Erling Haaland 2 games no about the first 2 games of ball against Arsenal who na win na wo she good But chat on a legend so with him. Ah, yes, sir. Whom and I win.
Bobby this year.
LA Haaland SS community share then can the Premier League. The first
counts in your ball.
Oh, some make a Premier League in here. Discuss
the last our boy one should go.
You the matter the account. Ben the Premier League.
Alvarez.
Yes, Alvarez. Yeah. So he's a complete forward. Yeah, he's a complete forward. Obobo ni bini hold that play, ne finishing. Inside and outside the 18-yard box. Inside and outside the 18-yard box. So, legend, it's going to be a crucial game. Okay. But these are the moments and I be decide the game. No? Last season, you know, City Jama mono mo share mo. Or they say, is it the job one Arsenal? But eventually, omo share mo. Say Mkosa. I think I tell Tabisu and Bibi. A do baby on also bet me a jack a crack, a hoodoo on crack. Okay. No, watch the pace of Bukayo Saka. Trossard or Gabriel Susin Ketiasa or Monso, it me running at the back of our defense. So, you bet me I could for 2-2. You bet me I could for 2-2. But all right. So, I won't be at you. You bet me I could for 2-2. City there, 2-2. Okay, so, no. Do the best Torino, Yanko for 2-1 or 3-1. Inter Bologna. Why? And I know so bet me I know 2-0 or 3-1 for Inter Milan. Milan January.
Roma anyway.
Roma. Oh, me check Roma then me check Roma. Now when him say Corriere dello Sport, the biggest newspaper room. Our reporter say Dan, the owner of AS Roma, contemplate say Jose Mourinho anya good result obetimi any Mourinho din kuma say omo pamana enya wanwa. I'll try and get the game in our Roma Elbono. But the biggest newspaper with the city of Rome, Corriere dello Sport, or my reporter said the owner, Dan Friedkin, was starting all contemplating on Mourinho position.
Says
Mourinho position starts to the Serie A, no? And yet the best Roma expected with the kind of investment my Lukaku, Abekan Dybala. Abrantia friends Hussein Awa, Leandro Paredes, Renato Sanchez, Abekansa players in Pellegrini and Christian Timunano, and yet the best of starter, Roma for the Pensi. This is the biggest newspaper in but I believe so munyabo chairman. Too early.
When I saw Unyanka, also I do. Why also I had the
Oh, sana makachro.
Why you know dear Moya? Also I had the
almost the start.
Yeah, started the
oh, the start and starting.
Also I bought car to Lukaku and the
I say investment no my no. And the start now when he's had a poor start. One start year cry in the Italian Serie A. Especially that game they lost to Genoa. Sa 4-1 na Genoa for sure mono. Once Mourinho kasa admit say it's one of the biggest defeater when you're in his managerial career.
Okay.
And see legend that is it. So my young Milan ne
Roma ne Cagliari.
Cagliari, thank you. Omane Cagliari. Yeah. Roma ne Cagliari.
That's too tough.
Yeah.
Where they saying match.
Yeah. That's
easy match.
Yeah. Then
Madrid
should also make a case against Osasuna.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Jude Bellingham has settled very well.
Yeah.
When you follow Madrid history now, normally even the big giants are no more bano. Omun take it off the way Bellingham are taking on.
Okay.
Zidane munina, Ronaldo, Cristiano, no also mun here time kakra de settle.
Okay.
Even look at Modric in the first season, we almost are born now. Bellingham airborne. But this is a player from the word go. Combative play as a half midfielder, as half center forward in key movement, picking key zones, no punishing opponent. And see, I think Ancelotti are managing here. Answer legend say players beat me settle ya. Big credit and so beat him their manager no. We're managing here, so it beat me for Madrid 3-1 with the arrival of Vinicius and Rodrigo Munyanano. It beat me for Madrid 3-1. So legend, I confirm the documents and some.
Yeah, but before them, I mean, come. What room kakra?
Oh, it's my room kakra.
Okay. Now initial comment saying, na me call before na.
So normally, companies every or more reports, annual report for some a year or years. Normally, or more recorded losses. I didn't share that nyadi be who be yana ya there sometimes at tabakakra, but loss we nearby and na me fa at the end of that one ana ehunum kakra. Then I begin to ask questions. What went into it? Or far the breakdown now. no me kuma.
So there's no far fetched. I mean, when they say, and now they will say,
yes, Accra so folk are those losses now.
Eh, one say, one person I say, I mean, the expenditure patterns of football clubs have moved. Yeah. And BB and free baby ama. Yeah. So you only need to be conservative, no one manage but as a decided some bear capital investment. Yeah. Meanwhile, it's coming. Yeah. See, the direction and the decisions and per se. Yeah. Before boy my chassis you say. Yeah. How because now me busan question you say. Say a long term. We see a tia na yinisika. Yes. Me no near see a person go see the apartment. Yes. Hoping say and go for the apartment. Yeah. Now, Bosiana the apartment. We need to paint. Yes. So So is it worth it? Yeah. See anyway. Now the moment you breeze. Yes. Other sometimes I got the loan now you hope so best service with kaka na wunyano. Yeah. But when they been free baby, man, you know you are not getting it. Yeah. Name what targeting grophobia almost on memo sika. Sangrofo no, almost shareholders of the company. So what it means is that Sikana OJJ and could do the idea. Fan to shares been kind of may almost the answer saying. Yes. These are questions and then open so
breakdown or something. You see, practically House of Folk today in terms of shareholding percentage and asset structure of the club. We say SOS for
almost close to 70%.
It's about 68 point something percent. But what I say, and the Oka Mumunu Boma, and no. Being in fact practically being owned by Toba Fede. Toba Fede Nedia. So it means the House of Folk today, no, a Toba Fede in SOS for Nedia Anessa. And by what I see you. And
confirm documents.
I'm confirm documents.
Oh, you prefer Aquaba. Could no one take a cranza? Now do the Abba. Zach, oh, say, Zach don't do no, yeah. Who's his own win? I'm no way. Chief Night to say, okay. What do you know? What's your crack? But Juma with this. Oh, fine. You introduce home, baby, unless you want to do it. Nah, where has documents now? And then a statement.
First of all, I think and I'm sure my documents and I'm go through. I think it is a.
I know you use your microphone. Yeah.
I think there is a problem. A very big problem go a long way, affecting all the clubs. Because looking at it, House of Folk is one of the biggest clubs in Ghana and in Africa, and House of Folk is going through this. So imagine the other clubs. So what I said. So it's a big issue because when you look at their losses, just like Kofi's Ekai losses, nananka sheda issue biasa, but it's on an increasing trend. When you look at it from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2020 up to the current year. So we'll share 20. Let's look at the financial statement, concentrating on the income statement from 2018. 2018, they made a loss of 5 million or 5.2 million. Then you come to 2019, a loss of 7.4 million.
Loss is not, is it? Year on year, and as a cumulative.
That be year.
A beer and baby. Okay.
Two per cumulative now, but who will retain any.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm from Madden Brand and I'm Vezakitumra.
So first year 2018, a loss of 5.2. 2019, a loss of 7.4 million. 2020, a loss of 9.09 million, virtually 9 million. Then 2021, 10 million. 2022, 25 million. But let's
to get an
okay. Separately. Then no person can kabuma ube who retain earnings.
Okay.
Because retain earnings the accumulation of profit
all the
or
debts.
Loss.
Okay.
Do you get it? So then you look at the retained earnings. Now her retained earnings balance now from the income surplus account now as at the current year, they are making or they are having a balance of loss of 75.2 million.
And what said it?
As you say, as at now, since you find establish has say company and as a business entity and as whether they started listed on the stock exchange up to now. Oma accumulated a car up to 75 million Ghana cedis.
1 million, 75.
75 million.
1 million be a 10 billion today.
Exactly.
So 75.
75. So, and probably you see the serious case is that it is on a higher increasing trend. So, so, and when companies get to this position, it becomes very difficult for them to get help from external sources.
So why are they getting that help they are getting today?
Okay, so I realized from the document that one of the places Omunya those debts from is it the SCS? SCS, right? Which is owned by Togbe Afede. Right? So that is the only reason why they are getting that help. Because after all, so no na club no.
Okay, so I asked this before. Questions are me also say if the club clearly and yet they are not making profit.
Exactly.
Trend no of losses not so costly.
It goes up, yeah.
So why would SAS continue to give them? Because we say SAS or no professionals, more
exactly.
Financial.
Exactly.
Why are they still, so why are they still giving them? And that's the question. I don't know. So this kama a bomb to do this.
So one thing about businesses is that you see business, no, we have what we call the going concern of the business. It means that the business has the potential to exist into the foreseeable future, right? So when you are preparing and presenting a financial statement, you look at two underlying assumptions, which is the accrual and then the going concern. It goes hand in hand because going concern gives room for the accrual. Accrual concept, and as accrual, nature say, if you are any revenue, but revenue now are earning the mouse car. So what you say, so it means that you are able to sell on credit. Where incur expenses no so ebia untiae I get it. So the accrual gives room for you to incur expenses whilst you have not even paid money. So that it is a business has that future prospect and as it has that going concern now, which in the documentation auditors now are
acknowledging.
Yes, and that is that. And that going concern is also assured. Is there's an assurance coming from management say the going concern is not an issue, right? Yes, so that is one of the reasons why they are getting that support. But I also feel that it is also because you see business we inflate where with a lot of data. What happens is that the moment you go out for loan, you see, it's either you are not going to get or you are going to get the loan at a higher rate.
Because of the risk.
Very good. Because the more your company is highly geared, it means that your risk becomes high. You see, and the higher the risk, the higher the
interest rate.
Right. So that is what happens. So, but when you look at the document itself, the loans that have been given by ACS, and even when you look at it, the interest rate was 24%. When you look at the documents,
24%,
which I think is virtually not bad.
Yeah,
right.
Fine.
So I think Togbe Afede is doing a very good job.
Or consider
exactly, because no, I don't think any financial institution would be willing to give that kind of
loan
assistance.
to
Okay. So what I think they should look at is looking at grants to be able to help the
from
team.
Where?
Oh, grants there you can get
from supporters
and no, you can get external grants
from where him pay.
Say ABR, who say has is a big brand, right? So ABR US companies can give them a grant or something, or government be from other or even internal grants. Government of Ghana can give them grants and all of that. You get it, even though Ghana now is your way.
So what would the grants do to them?
It will help them. You get it. It will help them. So let's say they have certain projects that they are doing.
Yeah, sorry, wait one for
They have certain programs that they are doing or capital expenditures that they are doing. They can get a grant that is related to some of these capital grants. You get it.
For example, Pobi Mano,
would have gotten a grant. But the grant is that sometimes the grants come, or most of the time, the grants comes with the conditions. You get it. So your ability to meet the conditions.
Yeah, me more see how we family to so or something.
Exactly. And I say, be more see how we far a percentage of the people now work room some of these grants comes with some of these conditions. You get it. So they should look at that one.
Okay.
And they should also look at, going to the supporters. But you see, a problem is big because now what is the Ghana football now? Ghana football. How attractive is it now? That is one. Two, because the football in Ghana, the attraction is going low. It makes House of Folks attraction also comes down.
Now football, Ghana football not attraction low. Now I got to a Benny
Well, so from what they are saying, it means that but is it reflecting in their finances? That is the question.
Yeah.
Is it reflecting in their finances?
Before Joahome Kakra, na I think say but exactly to say na you or night.
It's a dire situation, but when you look at the situation,
Mrs. Class now. Yes, was I said, the Mbeka no be akano be as well. Do the kaka count. I got over to Unia financial experts.
Question about why would they be doing that? So no about the financial background.
But football background.
Yeah, the football reason. Why SAS will continue to invest? Simple, yes. Or can I be about the business have the potential of generating in the foreseeable future. And today, as I do implement project, which one of the key components you've set up, and see they think say at the youth team, they will sell players in the future. They will get money to offset all this debt you're winning. They can say in the next 5 or 10 years, team no financially will be strong if they are able to sell the players. But I guarantee. I guarantee say
they be a guarantee in business.
And you are taking a risk by going for all this money to do this project. Knowing say be over 10 players at their talk that. But some can isa. And you also know a risk that you are taking there. Almost see commercial center. I'm some movie or no movie commercial center movie. Obviously, and also know the rent to generate money from and also know to help a deal muyina. And you know, what had ya? Would see common no name painfully didn't come. They are telling you is these are the reason why they think say in the next coming years has team no financially will be strong.
Okay.
These are the projects that they are. And you shall almost common especially for my almost strong argument that they make say this project one of those arguments has a folk SAS to get all those loans on me and say we are doing this project. We na chasing 10 players this and this and this and this. We just carry abe clear now the other side of the argument and they say we can document now they are preparing to shares once again say to say the other shares now can
they are also considering
rights issue. Now the money is a rights issue, no. The existing shareholders not a bit me auto shares.
Yeah, it's true.
So that's how it's done.
Yeah, rights issue, yeah.
It's and then Okabuma SAS and the other company, no. Togomudia, no. About 70% right.
SAS na strategic initiatives limited.
Yes,
yeah.
The two in a company Togomudia. Okabuma how many percent or more?
68.51.
68.51. Interested today. Scanner SAS and our companies at the moment. Today, they can easily turn into say Bosian the Mamu. Mudia can say a disaster to shares in you.
It depends on the your friend is saying conditions or the terms of the loan. You go, some of the loans in the form of bonds can be a convertible bond. What I say, convertible bond in the sense that you find say be a mama Bosian. Bosian may say in the future when when the maturity date is due, I can intend to convert it into shares.
You
see, it depends on the conditions, right, and the terms of the loan. So as I say, it is not clear the terms of the loans. It's not in the statement.
Okay, and yes, you can do that.
Yeah, but based on Papa's financial background, how.
But per the document, I haven't seen any what do you call it options. There's no share options.
Yes,
it's clear in the document. There's no share options.
Hey, financial background. How? What financial background.
No, but he's supporting us.
In terms of
where from the finance people, set the state of art of folk. No, now 24%.
Exactly.
And then they are 27, 28, near the
31 and all.
And the 24%. Any signs almost ultimate. I mean, the signs are not there. Say, next year, but the mama, copy some more investments, then you either pay him back or something. It was all one. But
again from a financial, by football, Muna.
Yeah, financial no football. Analyzing financial documents, also about football.
Football terms in more football aspect now. The woman said, a long run, a process of acquiring house of focus as take team the Babia. Yes, in the long run, team no be free from a team owned by
the traditionals
and majority of to be club house of folk. Because the Kenya no based on young kuma in the say scanner on the Babosiano. They can use you to buy shares.
No, it's not
there. But when come on, said
statement come on a change statement. I report it down. Also can't come any report.
Say or can something that is likely to happen.
But
but it's not there currently.
Yeah.
So you see, because one thing is that when you are preparing the financial statement, you also do all the information, relevant information about
the AGM.
Exactly.
They need to know.
The users. They need to know if there is any option there. You have to state it clearly. So what you say? So for now, it's not there.
And then to go person they sika komdi team bia.
And one thing is
those conspiracy theories.
This is so he is analyzing. Okay,
we won't just state you. Take asem na.
More say you really analyze.
Also ya tia say. To go bobusian ya said the be or the better shares.
Yes.
And I can't turn back. Almost say, and Shabba Bia so victim the Bosiana to say, yeah. Tifina Queen, I can.
And they say,
as a cat, I will tell you,
at the AGM. They jam in it before you at the AGM. Document now they torn. Or say, users no na share no be who say, Busia, yeah, Brukui, Ninsun, and so on is saying. But there's nothing like that there.
No,
even if there's nothing like that, say for a period of let's say about 10 years, Sabosian and House of Folk, they are struggling to pay Sabosian, and then debt and air cost road because I did change son on a okay. So if sometimes after about 10, 15, 20 years, a can House of Folk to mean service,
you cross the bridge.
Now SA is for any strategic initiative for an bus say based on this and that, and to be taking House of Folk on what happens next. Almost mean to after about 20 years, House of Folk are able to pay. What happens next? Say bien Obia boy the park Bosnians are bed 20 years it mean to ya.
Family, I mean, my bubble bank was
What happens next? What is when they decide to take Sometymer on? Ebia Sometymer fee be season that you bet me akwaje.
To service
my member you see companies sometimes when it gets to that position we have what we call restructure. You either restructure or you liquidate. So I say so restructuring can be in a form say be shareholders you should make certain sacrifices.
Okay.
Debt holders no we are pleading with you to make certain sacrifices.
So one of the pleadings is here.
Yes, it happens. Yes.
So at the moment, any but me ne yi before the man who say togo cross oboa
oboa but
what some bona bas mo bi anka sentia no
say bibia me can say
the
discussion aye no dachi be say house of vote meet ya kana na say house of vote started so service debt na obi be hu say indeed e ka say na da ho two e normal ye de kan ye nie
exactly
project ni nie enti na house of vote board ka we. The other thing and say do baby na sa house of folk intimi ntua ka no na se ba se SAS for any strategic initiative for no decide so mu take house of folk on house supporter ti baby a enye no mo because is aware say Canada no e ka ne dodo na mo kwaje bosan free SAS
exactly
any strategic initiative me pa to say the be everybody will be aware
before baby there's a very important point
yeah
time hearts when they were floating shares.
Yeah.
They only sold 40% of it.
Yeah.
The 60 they only sold 40%. The only 60% it remains untouched. I say anything.
Come again.
Say on the 100% share hearts of folk no. 40%
on the market.
And the call just so.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
60% in there. Yeah, can say
yes.
And come on, you didn't know about strategic initiative. Near side when you only 40% of hearts of folk. The 60 no at the home.
So the question we are asking,
and I'm the
question we are asking is that looking at House of Folks' financial position now, how attractive is it to investors? That is one question we have to ask ourselves. Omuflotu shares now. Are people willing to invest in house now? Probably that is the reason why they are consulting to debt. Do you get it? So and from the document they are saying that they are also looking at rights issue, meaning say if there was an option of issuing the other 40%, they would have done it. Exactly.
So why is that option not there?
You see,
and
it's the attractiveness,
no?
Yes, of the thing and looking at the position, because legend which way next year CSA flow to shares in Hasa. Like would you want to invest in Hasa? So, unless Obi or a very in-depth knowledge in finance or name say
I can 10 things
and looking at those.
But then I'm going to say 40 now. Yeah, can was me 60 mile. So assuming you say to go 90%, what does it mean to the 60? Nah, can we must say 60 any shaker doesn't have any rule because they say supporters not the owners tradition for the
founding fathers.
So why is the 60 not active in the dealings of hearts of folk and now in financial terms, the finance be anyhow. That's what I want to understand. So what's my question?
I am not really
the legend question always answer. House of folk entity in as an institution. When they wanted to go on the market, they flow to shares. Fans offer 100% in terms of club on the shares now. Omo decided some of the 40% of shares and the become market.
Okay.
People should buy the shares 40% off. And omo the system, fans omo the system they didn't trade the 60% on the market. Omo the system see omo the 40 aba. And as our 40 no, and normal year Kenya na as our 40 na SAS any strategic initiative mu nyina to bia to gba fede. Ewo mu be 68% of it. So 40 no the buy market. And as at now 60% ne dey e da ho. How to full can find no market. And our legend people be say 60 na aka no.
What happens sometimes maybe they don't want the control to go somewhere. So what I say, because maybe if they float shares more than that 50%, this will be a better more than 50%. Now then he becomes the owner of the.
So that's the question. So it means almost more 40 they are not the owners.
They can't be the owners.
Let's just say to be the owner.
Or a majority shareholder.
Or a majority shareholder.
In financial terms, and
in financial within the 40%.
Or a majority of 40.
Yes, exactly.
So 16 away financial away. Where is it?
Is there? They can decide to go to the market, trade it anytime. That's why I said the question is if they decide to trade it now. They can decide to trade it now and get money. Probably if they decide to trade it too and they don't get money.
Is it them the only group has attracted strategic
so financial people. So
they understand.
They understand it. Just like Milan, Elliot. You see how Elliot transformed Milan. So I say, so those people. Laymen would not see these things, but those people would.
Supporters in the dean or move to win on
your you see a club that
go for no American, but then I'm what me I America for now, my body team now, Boswa. Most of them to play.
But you see how you see the pressure on them. Some of the pressure on them. I don't know. They have supported things say they don't want that right Kakrana Omo to be able to voice out to be taken out from them completely.
So is that the 60%? Omo Kakra voice. Any 60 nana. No, they maybe are supporters regional.
No,
now where are they now?
In the 40 In the 40 someone has a majority out of the 40. So as at now, in terms of control, he has control in the 40 now. Yeah, they running the club as at now.
Yeah.
And then 40 they run a club. Obi majority in terms of decision making. That's why he's already the executive board chairman of the club. And to control in terms of decision making.
Exactly.
It's the support fee say they don't want you to reach a point where to be a voice. Because a club that they think say you're not there from scratch. But now club now according to a purely business trend. As all over the world, Manchester United as now money one obia sa trend obia kono. Enti no today say I don't ba na be do a level where obia be team no say na ke no shares no because issue about shares no some to mbio no. On na be do 50+1 be if you don't like it on na be do no. If almost assist na aka no say come marketer. On na obi bet me 50+1 because see ade omunya nya two companies no ACS near nto 150+1 ni be mu a na hwa be ne dia nti sata na be wo dia abe yi Usman of near yi aba fence gra asna ga fence Usman of near yi
Ali Sanko Sanko ga
unya majority you are able to find your way to negotiate and acquire the aka no na team na ba be wo dia ne sa eti supporters fee say clubs team no yomodia eso munya say but and baby a club no kono so no in terms of project they are on the right path. So even project wise they are on the right path with the proper investment but all this investment in Ghana at the end and they say you be no team no because of Ekano they can't service the debt. Me.
How can you be sure?
Oh, how can you be sure?
Say based on this in the it say all other things being equal. Say twice a year they can service the debt unless
they say almost strategy some they edit Sikande back club man they can only wait for the cost of Pobimano to mature.
Yes, to mature.
Okay.
By me
I be so much to play be from na free ban is going to am check out.
Ebi o.
Na who players to be
I players now has bet me.
Anyway.
Players now has bet me atom so too. 150 200 ni bia.
Okay.
Baby a omo agi so bet me scan the youth team ko na we ni year. Sa 1 million na wa for money rat dream to to me no. Bet me atom bi dia at work about. And dey sa as players here dey what 150 ni 200 na be bit ma tonton mo sa
legend ayi baby ade brefura no a very good one very interesting one pao just house of supporters no
and you almost buza question
percentage of 60 now mo dey talk
na me buza no wa mo dia
can we try to get the document you know like shares no one can be benefit maya
very good one house of folk supporters na still na legends say no be say bref no mo gidi say club nda so yo mo there because that system need the baby
no mo dia
o gidi say that system need the baby but say na bref work no just to make sure say no individual comes to own the club entirely and yemfa percentage e bia ensure that moro what could make that person and Germany for the tires are no man Germany
they want the biggest you can get is 49
40 the idea is that 49
the 51 is for the people
for the city city na club on one na your modia and you bet me they no about be house of folk dey say let's keep 60% and only the traditionals the owners of the club near 40 in core markets and business that is what house of folk for my no. Now, the repercussion of South 14 Abba market in this year discussing say, they're looking at the document. Togo for the companies, SAS, any strategic initiative for about 68.9%, no. First 68% of South 14 buy, no. HSA in Togo for the executive board chairman or majority shareholder of the club. And South 14 is run a house of folk today. South 14 bar market and those who came to purchase South 14 ibino. Or more than run a club, they are the shareholders of the club today. And Togo for the majority shareholder. Now the percentage between Togo for the companies, you know, and the next person Frank Nelson, you know. Frank Nelson was 7%. Frank Nelson was 7%. Togo for the companies in Ibino was 68%. Legend one wire Togo Afede equally the short at House Folk because the next to Togo Afede no Frank Nelson with 7%. So Oshe say what they say you know say Frank Okoro na say or no Kolo or 7%.
No Kolo 7.8.
So even though legend say near what the buy na this our boy discussion in pa no 60% in the baby but 40% no mu decide so mu trade no Togo Afede percentage no was rodo. That gives him a lot of power at House of Folk. And this is what we are witnessing. The 68% and Amana is so powerful. The next legend say Bayen and Kaya say Toba Fede companies no be me fan say 40%. The next be 28 and now say 30. What say the gap no? And the Toba exactly gap new close. So Toba will be guided. But this is the case, the gap between Togo and the next person and Frank Nelson. So this is the situation in at home. But I think say project air coso that's now bano. Senkaya dian come with me here periodic AGM meeting. What's the problem? No.
Yeah.
What's the way you jaguar for about 3-4 years? I think a house of folk about another AGM. And to most of the that's now bano house of folk supporters will be how bravo document in my is 75.2 million.
Yes.
75.2 million Ghana cedis. 750 billion and answer saying legend 75 in saying
750 billion
750 billion
b
I can't house of folk then no I am be say no
ba can be for e can no say Pobima no so your assets
Pobima assets
and you tibetie
Pobima asset even the players bibi biara
any resource
biara
and neka
based on the asset and another benefit.
Legend and in the channel say Mestre House of Folk company for say AGM in what 3-4 years. Yen say we say yen baby. I didn't say
even annual.
I didn't annual general meeting. And I just a legend. Now annual na 1 year every year. Now there annual ye then acquire 3-4 years near be back. So projects air cost, investment air cost. House of Folk supporters are proud of Pobima project. About 4 training pitches in the Guho. academy course or buildings go ni nyina efe but say annual dia every year make sure say meeting be course then you account to your supporters and to say edru ba bi na say 75 million e ba enyo mo wanwa but after 3-4 years now bam 75 million ye the quantity is come 750 billion supporters yem be sure mo dodo annual dia keep it annually
to under 11 vomo go chirema chire omo
yes
na dia am omo mpa anu anse shareholders you omo ha adwene o sa meetings no obi ka actually say decisions they have to be part of the decisions say then ye kwa ye support for be man na wo obo biro ka na ama the opposite o ye na nya so strategically obe no 5 years
but it's not
yes they don't allow the process to go who dey obo hu dey be Tuesday adam ye ko bokase akosi pobiman asaba zakito kan o be wa ka bi wo so o pese o fatim no enya brefo na atechim ze ntisa se kwa kofi mo mpreso a
o mere
o si betima duro e jo pese o fatim no na den but we benya bo so me 24% busia looking at the state of us in the finance bonds here.
Yeah, and I think one other thing too we should look at is that directors no as far as abo has bosian.
Sikano and also 2.6 million be as
yeah. Directors
apart from almost shares
380 something and directors loan.
I'm saying
directors loan Frank Nelson Nokolo 288,000. 130 Vincent So Odote 82,366 to go after there 358,000 directors loan is 729 now directors loan is it part of the debt liabilities no okay
now Elijah can be director loan
me probably rather Elijah can be probably if you Elijah fit tamali by now oba bitu ape kakra mo o ma se tamale na onye bad na ba alaji beka na alaji go my friend
but there is a director over there
that na do you nyawo tamago amabi that is no 7.29 billion titia omo dia ma o ma ya de nti o ka se che etia odo te a ono no de sika apart from shares no was abo has bosia.
But I think one other area and say legend. Okay, percentage of shareholding now.
And interest on directors loan, interesting 0%. 0%. Omo ni interest. Omo dia more. Momo mabaso. Yamo.
Very good.
Frank Nelson. Odote. Any to go after the mo mabaso pa. Ma dia nemrem. Na just say honorable ne 823 million. Ene wo nyankwoji yo togum de senka honorable no they say on say businessman kakra de kakra be shi
na Frank Nelson so Frank
no kolo
a big man
no kolo 288
why are there pa legend one area so I think say house of folk supporters in some pidgin mo
so director shareholding yes such be ma Frank Nelson lead 401.785 Professor Kofi Kumado Alasan Dani, Malasan Dani Stambik, Dr. Nyaonya Tamaklo, and Thomas Kwesi so. We are now so balaji din. Na obia only share by obia alaji me who ni din was shareholdings. But it's a director sano as say.
Oh, say
it's me appointed was
board of directors it's me appointed, which is sometimes you can have or more the bread will be our financial expertise, will be our marketing expertise. Those things, it doesn't matter whether you are a shareholder or a shareholder or not.
Co-opted.
Let them you know, what said what chichi munti buza question Kofi. That is up more classmate in doing that.
How supporters and ambassadors.
You put your DNA. That to know the free class.
How supporters and ambassadors. So pidgin more kakra on how supporters na.
O man to be o.
Fresh shareholding.
I have greater Accra for no.
I have greater Accra for no.
I have one to be Abbas
0.0
chapter 9 to be.
So ho. And near can say house of folk so ebetimi nya one national yi bia ye powerful. I basa say yes also float ye dey shares ni become marketer. na house of supporters and so akoto
exactly
no almost anya say kakra be 0.0 something
no ba coffee untu konkulisa wo hwe me ba
problem na down
there was a top 20 there are others mpacho no be wo hwe am document na
ask the
the mutan more than 20 but mama see top 20 who are holding the shares but okay we are others e was here others na wo hwe others in terms of 9.04
others
eti ebia
as
ne ka others no
the house of supporters should have a powerful body in terms of almost shareholding in the club on say say legend 0.00 and we should then carefully start trending no say
top 20th person
yeah
Daniel
has the 19 0.0 yeah and I has the 19 supporters are greater crowd for near 0.08 mpacho ata say nyina kumase for no nka ho baby bia nka ho
kumase for
nka ho baby bia for nka ho so I also think say opportunity bar house of folk for very
powerful document here detailed
statement a powerful supporting base say the be almost betimi ato shares ni bi no almost anu aduru dwom me pa data say date o mo ye to o for 20
top 20
almost shares no and a house of folk greater craft on the 19 0.08 and Mr. most mo betimi Elvis ma betimi lead this
so no greater craft
for no to betimi call it all the
says I didn't don't you
don't be bet inselect
so go on ma ton ga to mo ton
betimi abase so munya sa United front na e bi e be da sorry da bi na bi assist you kre ko pone kakra san
so mo abo musika no
like there should be conscious effort to say shares and yes why you say club the area this is the direction area flotation of shares na man for to turn na man for
and no me this guy could do 60%.
and yeah has to for supporters na say club the area David yes so be float shares how much prepared are we to buy shares and e be yan so betimi nya say e house of folk and yes the omon pe no ye benya Abramovich wo house of folk enche ye benya agwane friends the top volley ye benya bi den ya bedru baby ni eflotu na eba na togwe SAS na strategic initiative to no more
the one bit my mom akọ 30-60 no
like I wanted to know say house of folk for do you have an estimated fan base number bi well let's say bia
obi any
oh be 1 million supporters bi na let's say bia obi contribute 10 cedis square no so it can also help because aside they consulting to grants the supporters too has to come in and then help
okay
they should the supporters should make the team
look okay our supporter be or American or say ye musa questions we or say or and specifically these are the key questions that will be asked at the AGM. Who decided to go for more loans without the approval of all shareholders? Maybe I bring for you may want to help us. Because loans now almost war SCS names for no. But shareholders because some of the loans were acquired last year, this year, last 2 years, last years. Meanwhile, there hasn't been any AGM. So why a man acquiring some loan? I think it's only the shareholders that can agree. Some loan. That's the question one. So why did they incur more debts for the club by accepting those high interest rates? Okay, so as for the interest rate, they said 24 they are. Many should say high. So let's keep to the first. Let's look at the first one. Say, how can you go for loans without the consent of the shareholders?
So it depends on the position of corporate governance in House of Folk. So I just say, or more hierarchy, no. So I just say, you know, say,
board it me call for loan.
Exactly.
Directors, no.
So what is
that,
the
okay.
agreement between the board of directors and the
shareholders?
What
okay.
I say? Have they been given that right?
Okay.
Say, okay, you are running the affairs of the business, ain't you know? Own certain decisions. You think say it will help or it will give relevant information to and I say it will help the asset body, you can take that decision. It depends because right now we don't know the system, the control system of has the corporate governance system, how
okay. But these are the questions almost expect at the AGM.
Exactly. So if they are very serious with that, then they will ask that question. Say then Anna
Mukwaje Bosian
with that.
Abraham Mukwaje.
Exactly. And that can also be an issue.
Okay. Before summarizing my inquiry, it's been very helpful. Yeah, that's it. So by the end, they will not fail. Yeah, for the next shift, with the proper, with grade A. Yeah. Why idea? The fans are.
Oh, my, I don't know.
Wait, now he don't remember that.
Okay. Legend in summary there, what I was saying is I think it's a problem. It affected the whole Ghana Football Association, the whole footballing association in Ghana, because I think say when you look at the position of the teams, and I'm a kind initially they say Hearts of Oak a big club when I facing this situation. I've not gotten the chance to look at Kotoko there. But probably be a Kotoko because of the ownership. Or take a course with the be probably a way of helping. What I say, but the clubs are suffering. So they should look at how they will be able to take initiatives to generate revenue and then also look at other income aspects. Say the bear teams because it's a very dire situation when you look at
that structure. I take Kotoko there. And they say owner back.
Yeah, exactly.
So almost there's nothing like AGM. No, he'll be an older. Then the uncle through be and say, let's say
I don't know how their publication of their financial statement is since it is not listed. No.
Okay.
So probably ABA they may decide to do their publication because I think the last time I watched the program we were talking about Kotoko
accounts.
Okay. So if they also decide, because you see publication, you might not be a listed company, but you might choose to publish or prepare your financial statement for the public consumption, right? So they can do that.
But we prepare some power from my public, no. And I say
it depends on you. Say
any public.
So if anybody wants access to it.
How does it help?
It helps because you see, so people might have expertise in the ideas about
the position of the club.
And I say, oh, this is where the club is headed. And you know, some of these things are supposed to be what, or these are the directions the club is supposed to go to help. So as I say, and I say, oh, decisions we So as I say, until going forward, no, you should look at certain decisions that has been what. Taking affect a club on so but the Kukwasa Musa say if you are not
the corporate world doesn't see what's going on,
then it becomes a problem. Just like right now has the aye money pay so but if Senka you're publishing will be say na position it here and accumulated to this level and able to okay and you say you're him send the cassie and we have account so the publication in the ana here and I say making your financial statement available ayana very good
before edasi I mean before say all right I mean pa you be here obium next time no ebase because danka if you say in house but in-house. In-house, you can Zach. Usinia. Oh yeah, Otiane Nasi. We've wabbed. We've not a juma, and I saw him better become as and I okay. Or Tiade Nasi. And me go school be my commissioner of finance.
Okay. And you're home.
Zach to your accounting. On one your finance accounting. Zach, young body account so na any class at the time is.
Yeah. So matches for weekend here.
Yeah.
House are playing
Dreams
FC.
And you're good for us, wow.
Yeah. Because
all the teams on Africa now. Omukoba, prepare very well drilled.
Yeah. At least Omonya a very good preparation. So far, our teams now no so far. Conference Cup anymore. They are better prepared side than House of Folk in terms of a difficult game. House of Folk. Last season, things were much house pound. So if you Africa, on Africa Cup. So I'm not taking house pound last.
By the Cashford Stadium.
Yeah, us and in Sotraman, even as a time and Sotraman one man down. Sotraman were creating chances. Now we share dreams team now. I'm attacking this guy. Entry something. John Entry. Yeah. John Entry. Addition.
No, I go say you different move. You try
John Entry addition no. Unse a lot of experience. Blasters, Egypt, or both teams like I said Egypt. And I'm attack no. A bit sharp. The last time I didn't come on it, I said has the technical team now just to me say they did a big mistake with the selection that Sunyane no. If I admit I say the number of changes now amwa team no. And anyone want to see the return of Salifu Ibrahim Di Maria in the lineup tomorrow. Anyone want to see Amankwa Befi starting the game like no. And we see those guys no boys now go against Sotraman no. Even who are more in the starting lineup because they think say that is the best setup us can get in terms of first 11, strong one. Not the other guys that complement on my fortune from the bench. And from this LCD, and run a air draw, we share the excitement around the team now. When you are account to the draw, the team, oh boy, Club African, oh boy, the excitement of the excitement is say, oh boy, Africa, no kuano, a motivation factor. Amade ko Accra, Akushia Accra folk in that game. I think say, South folk supporters no. The confidence, the support, no babaka. These are games that you have to win to bring the supporters back. I'm told say they are struggling with even sales of Jason because no movie say Jason no especially the time I know more friendly no more team no excited no come that told Jason and Mantem. Not their hope is that their first few games on the Premier League will give them resources. Ebema supporters they have to Jason no do. But I just I be and I might even say just a seal no ever form and against this team to I'll go for House of Folk win this weekend. House of Folk will win this game now. For Mediama Day I also draw Naba may come Africa. Yeah. There's Ali coming to Ghana. Belouizdad and say about Ghana and a Younger were losing finalists in the Conference Cup last season. Belouizdad here come and say so since 2019 they are the champions of the Algerian League. Since 2019 Maja to service in there. It a chance set for an Algerian side to dominate the league like this. A league that ne omon paying for. Because Belouizdad the second time na mo ko Algeria to enya omon nko mo ko. Enya wa
na yi ASM ne JSK ne.
But see and this are the team that omon dominated the Algerian League And to tell how difficult side they are. Medium and Kakushi Omo. Ali do be and come as Nana, Omoka Modesty, Striker no about the Dortmund in the Bundesliga. I'm not signing about Petit Town.
But then go funny and careful to no, but there should be some on that financial fair play. Any careful. Why are they going to buy players from Dortmund, Premier League, the financial fair play?
At the moment, we need cash injection in African football.
Okay, almost I going to say that's what they are generating.
Yeah.
On that, there should be a special model because over Africa needs Sika Semna. go for be dominate sao because that part of Africa financially they are fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know ebobo. And just I nchem no bia mo tournament. CAF Champions League A and B. Near any Sierra Leone in Nigeria. But they can't do that.
No, almost get too much.
Yeah.
Almost get too much.
It's kind of a factor, and aside Sikano, almost also plan ye, almost share.
The whole Skyana or plan you. Oh, said ye.
It was situation.
I do say said you. And you have in any answer. What are you planning? Oh, the whole planning. They are now planning. Who planning?
You come out here, clubs. What is sometimes look at how we manage things here.
And then
where the emphasis can send me
down. And you are right.
I thought we could see us cry here every common sense.
You are right. Clubs are spending money, kakano money.
Yeah.
But they don't even have say.
No.
In how football is run. And Kakran go for BJD. Oh, that's where we saw go to about quite about this car. You are right.
Football,
and then one no maka for nyere ma ya
na some na so ti dey see Osunyane no
Sunyane o election no am say e be right
they think say they if you try to manipulate the delegate no
na omo Dr. Anto
and
to garden Dr. Anto
and
they say what happened
Otuo Acheampong because Dr. Anto have seriously contested the listen on the bar and said there are people that are supposed to be there money or no makofa I'm told say almost said some time ago mbe say clubs no fa reps and banon ko omba be omba mo training bi e wo jefe mo training bi omo the list no ko ya omo the list no omo dia ba be delegates and omo old guys need dey free just to make sure say
so
you know one particular candidate you know Dr. Anto so ejana so and I think no was about
I said Dr. Anto no all that them say omo normal Dr. Anto be
no oba bonafio because last 4 years on a rafun pono say about 3 or so votes 3 or 2 votes no DBT Dr. Anto
and a system candidate
Mami
mbo enra so enua Fred Achiwabedu to know he was at the swag meeting go be mo swag meeting like to mo ma swag meeting Achibama swag bona basu pejano ema ye party krama yeah boys no more yeah swag your party man
now Mr. Frederick Acheampong no say Makado onye vice president biu
no so fun go to
obi antiminchire
and on beto so aba
to aba say at the maiden meeting of the ESCO no
yes
no omo vice no okay Achikra they say so Kotamali or Angola once the CAF introducing maiden tournament be the Real Madrid for Koye bi anye no
Super League
once the CAF will be for 8 clubs almost started this month so he told us catches or call and Mumba meeting and nema na man for come party near party nam and nam near there nam
because
that's a Mumba meeting so I just a regional vice chairman
so I mean
nam
one a deputizer
nam ne yi pizza ne any
funded
by Swag Ashanti. There are some one to do some meeting. They could do music. No, Obu to do some meeting. You can't go discount. So as you nam near dear plan.
Swag Ashanti, you a platform be in
and there's a Swag Ashanti platform.
Because
there's a Swag Ashanti platform. Solo Nisubi.
That be and I think says one thing also here because Enra the AB team Enra Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, say just how
much. Solo who knew so that Johnny Zubi.
Omo mu ni so doso. Omo.
Why we want Ezra Music one we say. Ezra so open national ESCO.
Okay.
Yeah, national ESCO. And revenue Oyerepa amufa.
Okay.
Oyerepa. Says on revenue. On also compare treasure national. Fortunately, on one contest here.
Yeah, on
and they say or by
national
esco ne de omo 4. Esdo. Yeah, obon nzo waji na na chei. Chei wa kra ka na chei. Na minio happy FM. Brenya. And lady be from the Volta region. Say Uncle Bi.
Just 1% na.
Omo 4, but omo 3. Okay. Nini na ho meeting na Kofi platform ma how be any so
notification hard
Swagger Shanti na Kofi obi na ya member there
na who can say you call first my bomb
Swagger Shanti mame hade ehia ne mfanyi who introduce nya hey esdo engofo obodi o
no ma me yedoso nzeme there
na if you have for kramuni swag kra Harry was so
communication ba na
Harry was so
okay
Harry nkwa na striker jibo so Otuo dues ni ade ba o ma meeting AIPS card na swag card no obi so e committee on ma they say munya na mumra meeting enu ase Tiago ba meeting for ba we ye nam ne ade menye so Otuo dues dia Tiago ba we ye papa so go fi anya na afi ya mumra zakito bra meeting bra meeting so year ni nyam say be 4 times and of and also oba o ye ni go to do no am meeting kwa ni akoyu sika
legend House of 4 game now mobile games Dreams FC no they are aware say it's a very big game. Legend team bia or boy in the group stage of the Confederation Cup bia say that team put in a lot of work effort what me do that stage and the Dreams for no more bad they will come with a lot of confidence power more bad boy say do mu pie say mema and the agene mo beba J Suleiman na mo beba o attack na very sharp and I think that's why we did to there na very compact game. But will be so attack we very quick on the ball. And this has been the approach at Dreams FC for any kakran in the group stage of the Confederation Cup. 30 minutes nearby Accra Sports Stadium. Legend House of Folk out of 9 points, Ekita 3 points.
Wow.
First 3 games has Elusu 2 are never back.
They can't afford to lose. They so can't I said okay with Man U no. Man U
before
Galatasaray exactly. They can't afford to.
They can't. Legend. Me patriotic as you. It House of Folk situation no. Na me how House of Folk game on money Bofakata no boy. How am lose 1-0. Na the selection and the absence of some of the players na as at now it still remains a mystery. As original legend. Salifu Ibrahim Nuruddin Ekwanya sa players we say move free line up nim no House of Folk koy ko boss abo no mo struggling in midfield na Nuruddin to bench struggling to create chances na Salifu Ibrahim to bench odwene ho a ntiase purely coaching selection wise House of Folk were very weak against the team friends of Bofakata no eti Martin Koopman me assure say by now after 3 games, you should have a fair idea of your team. And you have a fair idea of the Premier League now. House of Folk airborne. In terms of selection wise, can. After House of Folk recruitment, legend made them see Premier League now airborne. Me name depart ebia sometimes goalkeeping kakra. But aside goalkeeping, me say that who department be a House of Folk enya fortified do. Aside goalkeeping na musa Richard Atano. Sometimes I don't decision making be or legend question must be or home. But we are no free what ya. Born up Pedumo 11 was atas 11 Dennis Kwasa center back a House of Folk former back Kevin Abisima then upon from a Ken Faisa. So legend Eso Otanga Lenda Salifu Ibrahim Medford Amankwa Belfi Wenges Salifu Ibrahim Kashala Intimation House of Folk team na. Dia ka aye coach na tactically obetimi ahihye ni team ni year selection wise. No I prepare a very good team against the opponents on question. Me won't say pressure kakra yaba players in some of the new players in the especially our brand friends and Martin Kakari. Yeah. Legends Ocean is a very good player. When the ball papa. But
only as a chem.
Yeah, left-footed playmaker no. But onyan settle. It is onyan settle here no. The position Salif Ibrahim no and the Babe fighters our position no. Salif better take pressure no off Martin Kakari kwapem so no betimi settle. Mbatwa ta say. Enti coach ne enye ne selection yi. And I think says oye ne sadia. House of Folk could try to get a 2-1 bet. Legend when you game kwa. It's a must win for House of Folk. But 1-1 so manage one because of ball now dreams for ball. Oh my God,
it's a difficult game.
Very difficult game.
Me all my mobile competitions. No?
Yeah.
I had any good time to play them.
Yeah.
Because we are well drilled.
Exactly.
Very motivated.
Exactly.
And then you see you they are selling it.
Yeah.
And so the coach is no fan of say those are trial matches before there.
It's real legend. It's real legend. How to fool for no.
That got to go boy.
Has.
I'm on Monday. I'm on Accra.
Oh, okay.
And it has Bovia the following day no. Na into one be start time for be enemy no the same venue. Or be win Sunday no you win Monday.
But some here no at the match no.
And no a Diana game.
So on be I could be there.
There'll be a game today.
Yeah, there'll be a game today on Bishop.
I know be what be group number 1 okay, that's fine.
So legendary group in they say or break Accra. I think say it's a very 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 difficult group and and honest and not legend you can see abuse when we face the reality on the ground a boy my preparation and say obekwa kuto group early.
Okay.
Belouizdad, young Africans younger a woman there. Of course it's a very difficult group. Most pack more. I think say for pressure baby.
I'm gonna say some go America.
But America go friendly be on DC United. Friendly.
Oh my idea. These are good signs.
Yeah, auntie.
DC United cuz some man you boy, you know what I'm saying. Good morning. I say I like your tolerance this morning. After several diabolical attempts by Zakito to attract you to comment. You kept silent. Okay. That's what Obama Basso Prince Owusumreku. Oh yeah, be a man for you. You did everything. But man for you when that's CP. Kofi Mamemfa in term Professor Darling Bichim.
Okay.
Otie wa America.
Oh fine.
Or say asama e kan say the Golakwe Jessica was in Penny any Nyansa. Yes. On the silent go for fun. What is all Mocassi, a sissy can be anywhere who nim Nyansa? And crack my idea. Ben you hear any beer and edgy. Yeah. What I say? Go for plans, bow. But how to start the plan?
I'm a first statement, so I'm not.
The word me the Antiminyaska.
Oh, yes, it's Canibia.
I only Nyansa.
That's a legend about me.
Oh, the young concentrate on Yenny, dear. No, best Canadian. Oh, but then when you're scanning Nyansa.
Never. Once ye Krumano, said, your castle being Nyansa, I am even from the speeches. It's quite a
year from.
Oh, Nyansa, a couple be legend. So what's some more Casana with as a winner?
And I'm the Scano. Takashika Sano, to say, Obia was Cabian in Miamitum.
And Obia. Let me adjust to Sadona. Yeah, was Cabian in Miami.
Now, the only Nyansa is Cabas you, ever call. Who do we as well? Prof, good morning. And I special birthday. I'm not choosing in fan message. You must say, and they a must win. Kofi. I'm not saying they a must win for United. Can be as United should win. And mentia special birthday come. Kofi Chief Inspector by that po.
Okay.
Born Chief Inspector by that pony, or the legal and the prosecution department headquarters Ashanti region. On a dasono. A good friend of ours, and ne Nawoda. And your mom will celebrate your birthday. Yes, and that's why Mama Kansala kan the birthday na say no ana de. You too.
Yeah.
Told Mama Kansala.
Mama Kansala. Oh.
And I channel.
Mama Kansala. Yeah. It's a hard working.
Yeah.
Very active.
Enti Kofi Invest here.
Yo, legend.
Na nkomo bi dia na Monday see ehia. Ana. You be German there na.
You be who Manchester United.
Yeah, results now.
Yeah, you can say na omo season started.
I say Kanu so come group no. Zanet.
Oh, men TV biasa.
I don't know we got him.
Oh, na men TV biasa.
Okay.
And you also and then Manchester United season started. Weekend the omone.
You week 7.
No, what's happening started. Yeah, bye. Let's enter bibiara, of course.
Okay. Yencha Dr. Kevin.
Yencha Dr. Kevin.
Dog, you know be share.
Nah. You see, sir, a coach was and I can coach. Manager Yenchano, such a great character. Now, can come Chamone.
That's what I'm so more London ne.
Omo kwa kwa city ne Arsenal ewo Emirates.
Wow.
We say coach ni sibia na oye no normal no. So oye no coach mu is what me do tena baby stadium we ze baby odo be share no.
One odo ko one directors box.
Yeah. Nti e ho na kan kam na
o be directors box
na share game no between Arsenal and City nti. Ricardo Kofi Aladu Kaka. Chairman. Then of course here nephew legend Mamencha brothers ni nyina.
And Dr. Kevin.
Doc there say ora. Ora.